Do you love the Premier League? Because I know I do. And here at the Footy Culture, we are here to bless you with an exclusive discount from our friends at Fubo TV, where you can stream all the Premier League matches live in 4K. Do you love watching Heung-min Son, Bukayo Saka, Manchester United? All of that is available to stream exclusively here in Canada on Fubo TV. So hit our link in the bio for that exclusive offer. Now let's get into the action.
What's good, Footy Culture fam? My name is Matthews, aka Matt, aka Matthewsinho, and today, coming at you with another episode of the Footy Culture Podcast. Once again, joined today by Chris.
Yo.
Dave.
Seba.
Jay, how's it going?
And cleanup crew in the back, Jimmy and Dan.
Hello there, fellas.
What's going on?
Wagwan. But yeah, boys, I want to start off nice and hot. Saw this particular question doing the rounds on Twitter, basically asking, rank these 4 players based on pure ability. So we'll do...
A pure ability. That's the ranking. Okay, guys?
That's the question. Pure ability.
Put that in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start 1 to 4 between these players, rank them based on pure ability. Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Jamal Musiala, and Pedri Gonzalez Lopez.
That was easy.
Honestly, I'll put Pedri last.
That's crazy.
Because I think you have a different meaning for ability. You know what ability means? It's not like natural ability. This is just ability, like ability to score, ability to dribble a player.
What does pure ability mean? Does that mean natural?
Wait, you're sure the question said ability or technical
It
ability?
says rank them based on pure ability.
Okay.
If it's pure ability, then Pedri's last.
Yeah.
Pedri's last because I think he brings the least. Yeah, if you were to put pure talent, he'd be higher, but if pure ability doesn't really score too many goals, assist here and there, he'll get one here and there. I put him 4th, so then I think I got Musiala 3rd right now. Last year I would have probably put him 2nd, but as of right now, Foden's absolutely balling out. He's showing his ability to do everything on the field. He plays midfield, wing, scoring goals, getting assists, doing everything. And then Jude Bellingham is literally one of the best players in the world right now, so he's showing his ability. That's my top 4.
Right now, he kind of dipped down a little bit.
This is for the season.
Jude.
Well, he's suspended.
Yeah, he hasn't played in 2 games.
No, but before that,
Why, because he's not scoring?
even then, assisting, just doing what he was doing beforehand.
What has Pedri done in the last 3 months?
Injured.
There you go.
Who's top scorer in La Liga right now? Who's top scorer in La Liga?
It's crazy that Bellingham has the ability to play football where Pedri doesn't. Pedri's riding the emergency ambulance ER week by week.
Be like that.
Yeah.
Dave coming into this before, he's like,
He came in. He thought he was coming in so hot too.
he didn't,
He thought he came in so hot
no,
too.
before the actual pot started.
I
Yeah.
didn't say anything. I didn't even express my opinion yet.
Well, give us your
There
thoughts.
you go, man.
I am going pure ability wise. Musiala, Pedri, Foden, Bellingham.
Is that 4th to 1 or?
No, 1, 2, 4. Just like
That's
that.
crazy.
No cap? I agree with
No,
that. ranking.
that's crazy.
I agree with that. ranking.
That's terrible.
No cap.
Explain it then. Explain it. What's both your reasons?
Say it again.
behind it?
Pure ability. I am saying Musiala, Pedri, Foden, Bellingham.
I agree with the first one. But
Who was first? Musiala.
I have Musiala first, Pedri second, Foden third, and Bellingham.
Musiala
fourth.
could rotate, but I don't
ability-wise.
agree with that full.
I
list.
agree. Bellingham is exceptional at what he's doing. He's doing everything at an exceptional high level. But there's nothing, in my opinion, that's wow. Like he's doing it at such a high level, 100%. But nothing like that screams like
But you're not rating this by
natural. You know, natural ability. He's
He has
just
top goal
complete-
scorer in the league as a midfielder.
He's like Ronaldo, where he's just pure class. He's just a pure ability. He just performs at high
you just
levels.
said pure ability.
He performs at a high level, but he's not Messi.
Okay,
You
no
know
one's
what I mean?
Messi, man.
But you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't.
You do know what I'm trying to say.
No, because we're talking about ability. I know you're gonna try.
I'm
But like,
comparing.
what's the abilities that you're most looking at
No.
that Jude isn't there?
You know what my thing is? I hate this question.
Why?
Because
Why?
you might as well just ask who's the best player.
Well,
Because ability is like your definition of ability is, yeah, you can do everything on a pitch, which would mean they're the best player. So why aren't we talking about who the best player is?
Yeah,
What kind of question is
best
this?
player? Then of course I have Bellingham.
But what's the question again?
Pure ability.
Pure ability of what? There's no of
Asking best
dribbling,
player, then I'll
of
put Bellingham
scoring.
first, 100%.
Okay.
I'll take Bellingham out of all these 4, 100%. But pure ability, in my opinion, pure ability means
Okay, yeah. Everyone explain what pure ability means. How about that? And then you can make it
from
top
this
four.
question, I take pure ability as like natural ability. Like they have everything, right? Obviously, I think Bellingham can do it all at a high exceptional level, but I think he's missing stuff here and there.
What's he missing?
Yeah, what's he mean?
Just that ability. How to explain?
He's not missing anything, which is why you
Yes,
can't
he
answer the
is.
question.
Very well.
No,
rounded.
he's just you can't. This guy can't answer that question.
He's like
Pure ability to
he's
me.
missing that effect, that little thing that I think that Musiala
But what is it?
just on the ball,
Dribbling, maybe?
dribbling like that type of. You know, like
Okay, so
he can
you're
dribble.
okay. So that's one factor. So for me, ability is obviously goal scoring, ability to beat players, ability to obviously pass the ball, ability to recover, obviously when box to box, because we're comparing a lot of midfielders here, and ability again maybe just sure maybe some defensive attributes a little bit.
Positioning
Even though,
as well,
but even though
ability
even
and position.
at the
positioning.
end of the day, if we're comparing all these players, 3 of the 4 are 8s, like very high attacking 8s, while 1 is not. So you can't be
Who's
saying
the one that's not?
Who's not?
Pedri.
Okay, then why is he in the question then?
He's not a high attacking 8.
He's
What is he?
advanced.
What is he?
These guys are these guys go into the season expecting to get a lot of goals.
Yeah,
He's
but
usually the most advanced of the
Pedri's
3
not.
midfielders.
Out of these guys,
Besides that one guy.
there's been moments where he's played left mid with wing. No,
Pedri?
yeah,
Not really.
yes, he's played left mid, left wing. He's played that Iniesta role.
Maybe
There's
once
been-
or twice, but not
in the
often.
formation it's set 4-3-3 where he's left, but then he's in the actual game. He's
Okay, so again,
Usually Gavi's the one that's
Gavi's the one who's playing.
okay, but again, then if we're talking about pure ability, and if we're talking about all those attributes that I mentioned, then I feel like Bellingham, Foden, Musiala, and then Pedri.
Okay, Pedri maybe the only ability that has better maybe passing ability, and I wouldn't even say it's like by that much.
Maybe he tops the rest with passing ability, sure, but he's lacking all the other attributes compared to the rest.
Going forward and defensively, he's not better.
Defensively,
He's not better than Jude is way better than Pedri
he's
defensively.
not better than Foden or Musiala.
He's better than all of them. Jude's the best
Same
defensive player
Pedri.
there. Yeah, maybe yeah.
Then there's the goal scoring factor.
He's
When
last on
Pedri's
the
healthy, sure, but he doesn't score goals.
list. He's the last on that.
All these other players have more GA than him. Again, because of his health, but besides the point, when he is healthy, he doesn't score many goals. Assists, can he get assists? Is he hitting double figures season by season?
We're talking about this season, right?
Sure, but we'll look at their best in their best moments. Because again, if we're talking about this season, Pedri shouldn't be there. If we're talking about this season, Pedri should not be
If we're
there.
talking about all of them in the primes, then prime Pedri is
Primes.
definitely up there.
If you want, maybe we gotta talk about maybe like rank their IQs or something.
Because unfortunately, right now Pedri's injured. Foden's having the best season of his life.
So is
Bellingham's
so is
having the best
Jude.
Season of his life.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
like,
I know.
It's hard to compare.
Okay,
them 100%.
you say you don't like this question. What do you want to actually compare them? Because
Well, I think what they
something
were
else.
trying to go for with this question is technical ability.
Yeah, like technical natural ability. Exactly.
Natural ability.
okay, so then rank. What was your 4 ranking?
Same as him.
Oh, I can't remember what it was.
Musiala 1, Pedri 2, Foden 3, Bellingham 4.
But what makes you say that Jude is 4 though, for technical ability?
Just, I guess it's like your ability to manipulate a football.
But he's shown that he could do that very well. I think he does it-
Not compared to the other guys for me.
I think he does. Very close. I don't know. How about James has not said a word yet. Well, I want to hear what he said.
I'm letting you guys spit.
Even thinking about the way he's positioned, Jude Bellingham is the best out of the 4. Because sure, you can have a great shot on you. You can be a great dribbler. But if you're not in the right space at the right time, you're useless.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably the most important thing.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a tough question because I think Foden almost doesn't really fit in with the other 3 as much. I feel like Foden's definitely
think
more
Pedri
of
doesn't
a
fit.
winger. Pedri fits.
The rest of these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, he
Pedri
does.
fits. Pedri, Bellingham, and Musiala all play primarily central in the half space. All 3 of them. Foden does sometimes, but I feel like he
Plays off the
primarily
right.
plays more on the wing.
He's a better winger.
But I think it's a tough question because I feel like when you're watching Bellingham, you think he doesn't have that technical ability because he's tall, because he's big. These other guys are smaller, so they're able to kind of have these quick little movements that to the naked eye, you think, oh, wow, that guy is techy. That guy has natural ability because he's able to do things so quickly. But if you're watching Bellingham in a game, he's taking on players. He's dribbling with the ball. He's completing dribbles. He's passing. He's scoring. He's doing literally everything and more than these other guys are doing. But it's the way that he does it that doesn't look as clean because he's a bigger body. He doesn't have that low center of gravity that your typically technical players will have.
Yeah.
I
Right?
don't think it has to do with height.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Tell me a
Jamal Musiala is what, around the same height, and the way that he dribbles on a pitch, it makes it look like he's like 5.
but look at his body shape compared to Jude's.
He doesn't have the same build as Bellingham. Bellingham is a little bit bulkier.
That's not height though.
Bulkier, big and bulky.
Still height though.
Yeah, but what's their heights?
Aren't they?
Are
Like
they actually the same height?
They're both like what, 6'1", 6?
I'll check.
Jude is 186.
If they're the same height, that's crazy.
Jamal is 180. That's 3 inches.
Same height.
Yeah,
He's
they're not-
5'10 and Jude's 6'2.
It's a
5'11.
it's a big
But
difference.
I don't think it's height because I look at a Zidane and a Pogba, pure technical ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Those guys
Exactly.
are tall as hell.
Yeah, and
So it's not about height for me.
in comparison to these other guys, it is. Because if let's say you went and you
If I compared Bellingham to
then-
Pogba and Zidane,
But you can
I was gonna say
also
that. So then who's better, Bellingham or Pogba? Pure ability.
Ability or technical ability?
Pure ability.
If it's a pure ability,
ability
it's
is
probably
what it
still
means.
Jude.
I know that hurt for you to say.
It hurts, but like I gotta be real. Like Jude's scoring at an insane rate.
But again, when we're talking about that whole height factor, you guys mentioned 2 players, and it's kind of hard to really pinpoint another couple more people or footballers in the history where they kind of have that ability as a tall player. You can count in your count all of our hands together a number of players who are short and agile and have that ability to dribble.
yeah,
So
because
you don't really find those players who are tall and are agile. So it
Not
does
as
give.
frequently.
So it's hard to find a player like that. So we can't really say, oh, Jude because he's tall. That's not fair. It kind of is. It's
you just assume because he's tall and built that he's not technical. When that's not the
He's not
case.
saying that he's not technical because he's tall. He's saying you just don't put technical and Jude together because he's tall.
We're also not saying that he's not technical. We're just saying he's not the most.
But what does
ability.
Pedri do that's more technical than him? I would like to know that because
He's got
when
that-
I watch
he's got
Pedri
that-
and I watch Jude looks
He's
way
got
better.
that it factor that Pogba had too in his pure.
wait.
No.
You're comparing Pogba to
saying-
Pedri?
Let's chill with that a little bit.
I said he has that it factor.
No.
like Pogba.
I think the one thing that Pedri has that nobody else necessarily has on the list is that
Spanish.
ability. Well, yes, but he has that kind of ability to control the game, dictate the tempo of play. He's not necessarily out there to take players on.
But he also starts from a lower position.
Yeah.
He recovers the ball from the defenders, whereas Jude is kind of creating from the under center
He's
mids.
also more attacking, so that's why he scores more goals.
No, but we've seen times when Jude comes back, starts the play, and he ends up in the box
and scoring a
finishes
goal.
the play.
Yeah, he's Jude's the most complete player on the list, and I think everyone
He's the
agrees.
most-
Yeah, but he's
Player.
starting the play and then he finishes the play. Why can't Pedri
He's
do
not
that?
most complete player in the list.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're able to do it all, it means you have the most ability.
I think a way I like to look at it. Let's say they're in a tight space, 3 guys cornering. I trust Pedri to get out of that situation better than Bellingham.
Oh yeah, but then I say Jamal Musiala and even Foden are better than Pedri in that.
And Musiala might be the
I
best.
put
at that.
Musiala first.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
I'm saying
you could say that, but then you could give Bellingham other things. If you're trying to win a game, you're going to put Jude on.
But that's where it is. If you're looking at pure ability, it's more than just one factor.
Yeah,
If you're
I
gonna
know.
beat a player out of the corner, then sure, Pedri has it, but he's lacking in the rest, or Musiala has it.
I'm not going to lie. I
But
think
I,
Pedri should
but
be
I
last
think,
on
but I,
everyone's
but I
list.
think overall, it's Jude, Foden, Musiala, and Pedri. Overall, like considering a bunch of different things. And we're saying, okay, finding this player in this moment, who wins that? Who finds this moment, who wins that? Who's scoring this cross in, who wins that? Who's scoring outside the box, who wins that? I feel like if you tally up most of those, or if you're kind of ranking them in those kind of little different like mini categories, I think Jude takes over.
It's crazy that there's 3 English players on here, counting Musiala as an English player.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's not. Yeah,
Okay, what else we got though?
I didn't go.
Okay,
Oh,
tell
yeah,
us.
here you go.
Matthew's been very. I'll be honest, Matthew's.
didn't take it,
You've been very patient.
Because
So how do you take the
But he's
question?
gonna have this long ass
There's
explanation.
Pure
there's all
ability, what do you
different
think of the
ways you
question?
could interpret ability.
Exactly.
Ability, you could say goal scoring ability, you could say passing ability, you could say dribbling ability. There's a lot of different factors to the word ability, right? And if you want to combine them all together and say who has the most of all of that, I think it's easy to say that it's Jude, right?
Yeah.
But based on the way I interpret the question and the way I like to see ability, I feel like to most people, maybe it's how they see the player move on the pitch, what they do with the ball, how they manipulate the ball. And to me, that's Musiala.
Okay.
Like the way this guy moves with the ball is insane, bro. Like I haven't seen a player move like that with the ball since like Dino, bro. Like I've seen a lot of people saying like he's like a Ronaldinho regen, which is kind of far fetched to say, but the way that he moves with that football, with his like lanky build, it's incredible. So I'd say Musiala is my first in terms of ability in that regard. Second, I'd put Foden, because Foden's not your stereotypical English player. A lot of people say that he plays like a Brazilian, right? The way that he moves with the ball, plays with the ball, dribbles, whatnot. It's not stereotypically English, right?
That's true.
And he has that certain ability to him, right? So I put him second. Third, I put Jude because of his overall ability and what he could do, right? And fourth, I'd hate to say it, but Pedri.
Yeah.
In terms of controlling a game, he's probably the best out of the four, but he doesn't offer that goal scoring output, that assist output nearly as much as other guys. And yeah.
So you pretty much based your top 4 off who plays the most like a Brazilian,
Hey, it's how we interpret the question, right?
I guess. But yeah, I honestly don't mind Musiala at number 1.
Musiala was my number 1 too.
He's an absolute baller. All I said is Pedri should be last. That's all I said. The rest I don't mind.
Yeah, Pedri. The thing is with Pedri, these guys were all around that same level a few years ago. He just hasn't developed. If anything, he hasn't developed, and that's kind of unfortunate with it, given his injuries. All the other players have been able to develop their games, but Pedri's just been kind of lagging behind a little bit because he's hurt.
A couple years ago was nasty. He was scoring goals too. He's doing everything.
He also played like 1,000 games.
Yeah.
The thing is too, like Pedri has like those like stringy, like noodly legs, like where like he just like manipulates the ball like not many other players can. He just gets out of a situation like nothing. And it's amazing to see.
Pedri's better than all these guys.
I think realistically, the question, I mean, if you're gonna be basing it off of like current times, like Pedri is kind of dead in terms of hype. I think Wirtz needs to be in there. If you're gonna give it like the best 4 youngsters in the world, Wirtz is in there, and he
could have swapped Foden with Wirtz because
he might be number 1, dude. To be honest, Florian Wirtz.
Over Bellingham.
Still like Musiala, but
No,
Not in terms of
can't do that. If we're talking about best player, then
in terms of
all of this.
yeah.
We're talking about Bellingham.
It's still Bellingham, but I'm saying based on what Matthews was saying with ability.
Matthew was answering best player.
Yeah, no,
Not
he
ability.
had Musiala first. Yeah,
No, if you're talking technical ability,
best player is Bellingham. We know that.
I know you're putting Pedri over Bellingham, but the question wasn't technical ability.
It's a weird question because it wasn't very, very well defined, but it was a good chat.
What's everyone's? What do people say?
I think it's kind of mixed, to be honest. Like
One guy's
Depends who you support.
No ball knowledge. No ball knowledge.
Jude definitely has the most is definitely the most complete and all-rounded player. Pedri is slightly ahead in terms of passing, and Musiala in dribbling, but he possesses those abilities amongst others.
He's ahead of Musiala in dribbling.
No, Musiala's ahead in dribbling.
Oh, okay.
Jude is always the most well-rounded, which is true.
Yeah, it just literally depends on how you define ability and stuff. That's how the list is gonna go. Whatever. We all said our piece.
But we saw some kits being released throughout this week. Nike released some of their kits today. Adidas a few days ago. I want to ask you guys, who do you guys think had the better rollout, Nike or Adidas?
I gotta.
It's tough.
Man, even though I'm a diehard Nike fan,
In the Adidas shirt.
I gotta give it to Adidas, bro. Adidas brought back that classic look. If you can see what I'm wearing right now for the viewers that are watching on YouTube, kind of has this kind of, the vintage look like this a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right?
A little trim on the side.
A little trim on the side. The vintage look, and I love that look, man.
I really like
And
the big
kits.
Adidas badge.
I like the very plain, simple, no Adidas underneath, just very big. And I feel like Nike kept it very simple and reserved for some of these kits. Like the Portugal one, the away one goes hard, but the home one,
It's kind of the same.
they didn't really go crazy. Like the Netherlands kit was just simple orange.
There's
But
only
then-
so many ways you could like reimagine orange, right?
Yeah.
Bro. But then you see like Adidas do Germany in a pink kit for their away kit. I'm like, who would have thought Germany would need a pink kit? And dude, that goes so hard. who thought Spain needed this highlighter yellow kit, but it's freaking sick, man.
Kind of reminds you of like their gold one they had.
But my favorite kit
Yellow.
from these that just came out, it's gonna hurt me.
Fratelli
It's that Italy away kit.
Italia.
The half is just nasty, man.
So nice.
And second, I'll give my top three: Italy away, Wales away,
Yeah.
and the Belgians are nice, but they're not the nicest. Give me a second here.
I liked Colombia's a lot. Was it
Ooh.
Colombia? Yeah, it was Colombia, right? The yellow ones?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. The Colombia,
Colombian ones are really nice with the light blue.
I think Colombia third too. Actually, yeah, that's my.
I
top
think both Adidas and Nike both could. I like both of them.
one.
To
Yeah,
be honest.
Adidas went hard though. Adidas went hard on this one.
Yeah, I'll give Adidas the edge, but I think Nike with like their little bit of a retro, especially with the Canada kits. I know not too many people like them, but they're fire, man. They're home and away both killed it. I love the kind of retro Nike logo with the oval around it. Goes hard.
Yeah, I like it. I like the effort because Canada had the most generic kit ever. Their last kit, even for the World Cup, they didn't get a new one.
Yeah.
And everyone was complaining, "Oh, we need a new kit. Nike, do something. Please be creative. Our kit's so boring." They finally do something, and everyone's complaining.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna complain you want something new, give us something new. Like it's kind of just red. The white one is nice because it has a little bit of stripe to it. But going back, like Adidas did something different. It wasn't just keeping the same colors. They did something different to the kids. Whereas Nike, it's kind of like been the same for them like throughout the years. Just keeping the colors the same. Even the Norway kit, like that like pattern to it.
Yeah, it's
We've seen that already with like the Belgium kit
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
Like we've kind of seen these designs already.
The South Korea kits are like very similar to what they've done before, like those little kind of patterns.
That looks nice though.
You know what? If Nike brought back the T90 kits with the circle and a number in the middle, then I would have given that. I would have
I
given
don't
that
do
right there.
that.
But those ones though, were replicated throughout all the teams. The same design.
Adidas kind of.
No, the same design was kind of replicated. Whereas
Yeah, so was Adidas kind of with the little thing on the side.
no, they don't all have them.
They do all have
Most teams do. I'm pretty
Dude,
sure
all
they
the
might
Adidas
all
ones
have them.
have
Yeah.
it. They all
all
have
the
it.
graphic have it here.
So that's why if Nike did that with all the, obviously the pattern would be different for each team. But if they did that, then I would give it to Nike.
I feel like teams.
all day long.
I feel like teams don't want that for some reason, but like Adidas made it work to.
That's why
to
when you
make
make it
every
work,
single
when you
kit
make it
nice.
work like this, it's just next level.
I like the hungry kits, the badges, the green with the white one. Yeah,
Yeah, it's neat.
I think for me personally, I think the Canada kits are completely different. I know it's the same red, but like it's a completely different design, and they just I don't know, they pop out to me. I think I got a cop one.
Yeah, I know. I got a couple of
I
those.
think we all
too.
got a cop one. Yeah. Regardless.
I'm getting a home one.
No, the away one.
I know the away one's nice, but
The home one has the
I like
Canada
the
logo
home.
in the middle, right? The symbol
Yeah.
in the middle.
I just
That's
like,
actually nice
there's
too.
just something about the home one to me.
Yeah, I might have to get that one too, actually. But yeah.
I got Adidas over Nike. Stripes over checks this time. Thing with Nike is like yeah, the kits look nice and stuff like that. Colorways are cool, but like Dave was kind of saying, like, or Dan was saying, like Adidas did something kind of different, right? Like, when have you seen like a pink Germany kit? Like, when have you seen like a blue Belgium kit like that? And like kind of like throwing it back to 06 because it's a similar kind of style
Exactly,
too, right? So
exactly.
they're like new kind of colorway with like an old kind of retro appearance, right? So they're kind of like the best of both worlds, and it worked out. IMO, like all the kits are nice.
do you guys like that Nike like material now? The new fit, the new like their new athletic like.
I gotta,
flip?
I gotta feel it in my hand, bro.
No, you felt it. You have it.
No, it's different.
It's similar to the ones they released recently. As
Similar, but it's not the same.
think so.
What is it lighter or something?
It's textured and it's lighter. It's just weird.
And what Adidas one like same as you?
Adidas just kind of just keeps it like usually like regular material. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to feel it. James, what's yours?
Me personally, I like the Adidas. I thought the way they dropped them, they kind of had I don't know, like a cooler theme. Like like the Nike one was okay, but like when you're looking at the pictures of the jerseys, like it's just like silhouettes like running,
Yeah.
or
Even
whatever.
the way they promoted it.
the way they promoted it. But with Adidas, when they did the drop, especially for the Euro collection, they had like people like walking through the streets wearing the kits. Like it had like a very common theme.
Did those not look a little AI to you?
Yeah, it probably was AI. Realistically,
think so?
It was probably AI.
I don't think.
Realistically,
I don't know. It was weird.
Nike adverts.
You know what it was? I think they might have like got like the picture of the two people like with the green screen, but the background, maybe all the things on top of it was
Yeah,
kind of
it was
AI.
AI,
It
yeah.
seemed really AI to
Yeah,
me.
But either way, like I like the Adidas vibe. I thought the kits were nice because, like you mentioned, like the colors for a lot of them were different. And I think the designs are just clean. Like I think sometimes less is more, and I think the Adidas ones they really killed it with the kits. I personally liked Italy away, and I also like that baby blue Belgium kit.
I think that's my favorite.
That one is so neat, especially with the brown shorts.
The brown?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's
That's
neat.
very vintage,
It's
yeah.
it's super neat, and I think man, like the players are gonna look drippy as hell in this upcoming summer tournaments, like Euros, Copa America. All the players are gonna be dripped out. So I think that's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting to watch, and I know we'll be copping bear kits, man. Footy kits all summer 2024. Gonna be I'm gonna have a cart of like 10, 20 kits.
Yo, Adidas,
all summer.
Adidas, if you're watching this, bro, yo, send me some kits, man.
Bless us still.
What do you think of the Brazil kits?
Send us some kits, bro.
Brazil is fire.
No, I don't like them.
I didn't even see it. Let me see
So
that.
fire.
I don't like them.
It's not the best on this graphic, but like if you like look at like the pattern in the jersey, like it looks pretty sick.
They always kind of do the pattern, but I just don't like the collar too. It's kind of weird.
I don't know if I like the logo being like dead center,
center?
instead of being like on one of the chests, but
Yeah, but that kit pays homage to the 04 kit,
yeah,
where the Nike logo was like bare high, like basically on your neck,
yeah,
and then the logo was center.
yeah. But that was also like the T90
Yeah.
like version, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So a little different, but
From this picture, it looks pretty nice.
yeah.
I rate it.
I think a big factor. I'll end it off with this. I think the big factor is I can see myself rocking all these Adidas kits, just
Out
the
and
pair
to
of
the
jeans,
club,
with the pair of jeans. Yeah, out
No,
to the club. And shit.
out for a spro.
These are like literally fashion statements. These
You know what I'm
ones.
saying? Like
They're
these
nice.
ones, like I think are just more jerseys.
Yeah.
These are fashion.
No, I agree with that.
statements.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's why I like them more.
you'll see like random girls on TikTok wearing the Adidas
Yeah,
kits.
bro.
Yeah, Adidas has always been a little more fashiony.
Has it?
Nike more high performance.
I guess.
Maybe.
But Adidas.
Nike's American, Adidas is European.
But like, yeah, this right here kind of solidifies that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, as you said, yeah, this is definitely like you could wear that out. Those ones. The Nike, yeah, it's more like if you're gonna go play soccer, you throw that on.
Yeah.
You go have a
The drip is
run.
real with Adidas, bro. Shout out Adidas. Send me some kits, please.
I'm an Adidas athlete, so I'll be getting some.
Damn.
I can't, bro. I'm a Nike athlete, actually.
Meanwhile, Adidas, please.
Yeah. He's begging, bro. He's begging.
Give me some kits.
Anyways, we had the CL round of 16 draw, or quarterfinal draw rather, come out quite recently. I want to ask a very interesting question. So looking back at the final 8 teams in the CL for this season, how many of those sides would beat their team from 10 years ago?
Oh shit.
City,
2013, 2014. Who won the CL that year?
Real Madrid.
I was Real Madrid.
I would say easily Man City.
I think Man City.
That's an easy pick, I think.
I think that's the only
I
one,
think that's the only one.
to be honest.
Easy pick.
Is that like prime Dortmund?
Potentially the Gunners.
No.
What do you mean no? Potentially.
Dortmund wouldn't be Juve.
No.
Dortmund wouldn't be Juve. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
what? It's our team from 10 years ago?
No, dude.
So compared to this team, this City team now to 10 years ago City team, would
Wait,
this
wait,
City team
So
beat the
Atletico Madrid,
team?
Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Dortmund, PSG, Barcelona,
You have
Real
a team
Madrid,
like that?
Manchester
Oh,
City.
would they beat their teams from?
Would they beat their teams from 10 years
okay.
ago?
I thought you meant our teams from.
No.
We were saying Arsenal. I feel like this Arsenal easily destroys
Okay, then, yeah.
Arsenal 2013.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Players like the likes of Koscielny,
Yeah, easily.
Mersacker, Jenkinson, Gibbs, Fabianski, Monreal,
100%.
Sanya,
Damn.
Wilshere, Flamini, Cazorla,
Walcott.
Diaby, Arteta, oddly enough, Giroud, Podolski, just to name a few.
Yeah, easily.
I feel like
Yeah.
this year's Arsenal easily beats 2013. You were saying who else easily? City.
Yeah,
City.
easily
for
beats.
sure.
100%.
I would say that.
Who they have, like Wilfred Boney or Adebayor back then?
No, they were nice.
No, they would have
They're
been
cool.
nice.
Yeah, they had Aguero. No, who did? They had David Silva.
That was a good team.
Yeah, they were
With
one.
Mendy at the back with
Company.
company.
Joe
Fernandinho
Hart,
in the
Mika
middle.
Richards, Company, Zabaleta, Lescott, Milner, Nasri, Negredo, Dzeko,
Yes.
Scott Sinclair, Kolarov, Navas,
Scott
Aguero,
Sinclair. Remember that guy?
Silva, Fernandinho, Demichelis, just to name a few.
Yeah,
they had a good
100%.
team, But no, it's
It would have been close still, man.
I think Atletico from 10 years ago would beat theirs right now.
PSG?
PSG from 10 years ago. That's with what? Ibra's team.
Was that Lavezzi?
That team was well-rounded, though.
That might be
Lavezzi,
that
was
might be close.
Pastore in their team back then?
Yeah.
Might have been, yeah.
That might be a close.
I want to say it's Thiago Motta.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
That one might be a toss.
Nicolas Duche, Thiago Silva, Johan Cabaye, Marquinhos, Jeremy Menez, Thiago Motta, Cavani, Ibra, Alex, Matuidi, Mike Magnan, Maxwell.
It's a toss up.
That's a
Yeah,
toss
like
up.
that.
This year's team easily beats
No,
that team.
I
You
would
think?
pick them as well, but it could be a toss up.
I don't know.
And
It's not a given.
Mbappe's the X factor.
He is the X factor.
But didn't they have Ibra?
Ibra wasn't paid.
Ibra, you don't think is the next factor?
Not,
Did
not
Ibra
Mbappe.
and
They had
Cavani.
Pastore, a young Rabiot, Varati, Luca Dean, Lavezzi, Van der Wiel.
We could say Ibra and Cavani, but they
Lucas
didn't really
Moura.
work well together.
Besides that, no other teams.
No, bro.
False,
What
false.
was Barcelona's back then, bro? Oh my gosh, man. We get destroyed.
Yeah, Barca would lose.
Atletico Madrid.
Destroyed.
Atletico Madrid, I think, would
They made the
lose.
final though.
Yeah, no, they would lose. The one right now would lose.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Let's see who they are.
Dortmund would lose.
Bro, I can name you their starting lineup right now. Never mind.
Do it.
That's
Do
an
it.
iconic team.
Do it.
Okay, and that was Moya. You guys remember Moya?
Yeah.
Moya, Juan Fran, Diego Godin, Jimenez, Felipe Luis, Gabi, Mario Suarez, Artur Turan,
Koke.
David Villa, Koke, and Diego Costa.
You crushed. Yeah, you're right.
Diego Ribas was also there. Miranda,
Miranda.
Courtois, Toby Alderweireld.
No, that
Courtois, yeah.
Did you say Villa?
Yes.
that Atletico Madrid team from.
Yeah, it's a neat team.
I think it'd be a close one, to be honest.
Nah.
Ah,
I think
man.
it'd be a
Bro,
little close.
Barca just beat them 3-0.
Yeah,
That's Barca though, bro. Visca Barca, bro.
this is prime Diego Costa
Visca
too.
Barca.
Diego Costa was different at Atletico, man.
Yeah, I think like we hear the names now of some of those guys and we think of them kind of falling off a little bit. But if we're thinking of those players then, like those players were demons and like Arda Turan at that time was a baller.
Goldini and Miranda was like one of the best duos in the world.
They
at
were
that
crazy. Courtois at that point was still a top keeper as well.
Courtois there?
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was,
No,
he
yeah,
was
let's-
22 at that time.
Atletico loses.
Yeah.
Who else is in the? Who else did we say?
Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they lose. They're 10 years ago.
Madrid?
Team
Oh,
was
yeah,
better.
100%.
Real Madrid, they won the CL that year, so
Yeah.
and they had CR set prime CR like.
That's a good question, though. I like that.
So Arsenal, City, and maybe PSG.
So 3 out of 8.
Might be it still.
Does that show that football's declined?
Yeah, I always say football's decline. Always. Bro, you
Why
always
has-
go back to the 06 World Cup roster. Look at the players, look at the talent, look at
Was
the
that
football.
was that prime football then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
06?
That was my
sure.
favorite world.
The
Not
best.
just because Italy, but
Every nation, even Togo, had Adebayor.
Yeah.
One guy.
Yeah, and he's the best player in that nation's history.
Even Ecuador, bro. Agustin Delgado, bro.
that was Ecuador's golden generation until now, obviously.
Yeah. They were nasty back then. We had beer strikers.
Trust.
No, that 2006, every single team was good.
When would you say it started falling off? Oh, 10?
2010 was still
2010?
good. 2010 was still really good nations. Maybe,
No, I think 2010 still had it.
yeah, 2010 still had it for sure. No, 2010 was
2012,
good.
2013.
No, maybe even a little bit later, to be honest.
think so.
Yeah, maybe like
15, 16.
yeah, maybe 15, maybe a little bit after.
Yeah, but you gotta
16.
you gotta pick a pillar.
No, 2014.
Like what
2014.
happened that caused the shift? Was it a certain?
I
What's like a mark of that shift? Like a player retiring?
No,
What year did Fergie retire?
I think
What year did Fergie retire?
That might
Does
be
anyone know?
2013. That might be a good.
That might be the year.
I think when Spain went back to back Euros after that. That's where it ended.
So 2013.
Yeah. After the last Euros, I think that's when it went downhill.
When
Everyone started retiring. Everyone got old from 2006.
We'll say 2013 then.
I think 2013.
That's
Because 2014 World Cup was Germany, Argentina.
Yeah.
yeah, because
like-
we had players retiring. We had one of the best managers of all time retire, and United just absolutely got destroyed after that.
Yeah.
And then
And it was just money. It was just oil. Oil came in that
yeah,
then.
oil came in. Spain just kept winning everything. Yeah, 2013. There you go. That's the decline.
Do you guys agree?
The downfall of football.
Listening?
Decline of.
Let us
footy.
know.
I mean, I think it's coming back up slowly though.
How so?
Just
What?
I don't think so. It's not.
What's making football come back up? If you're saying
It's
You're
not.
seeing all these teams build new stadiums, which is going to bring in a lot more revenue, a lot more fans, a lot more people to watch the game, which is going to obviously bring.
But it's not the viewership. I think it's the quality.
No, I know. I'm saying this is going to make youth fall in love with the game again because I feel like a lot of people fell out of love with the game a little bit.
No, I feel like nowadays it's not about. I feel like if you ask this question about pure ability, there'd be more than just 4 players on that list. back in the day.
Yeah, but we said this before. They're not allowed to have pure ability anymore.
Now it's like you need to have this to be even considered to be part of it as like a pro footballer.
But it will come back. It always does. There will be a time where they get more freedom again.
Just like
I don't think
I
so.
forgot who
Bro,
mentioned
it's
it.
itself,
I
bro.
forgot who mentioned it. We were out somewhere. Someone said someone like Raquelme wouldn't play today. Wasn't it Bobby?
I
Forge
remember who
FC?
said that too.
Forge coach.
Yeah.
A guy like Raquelme would not play touch football today.
Yeah, he did say it.
And it's crazy to think that.
I don't think it's coming back because once I saw fans and like referees like giving a yellow, or the fans jeering a player doing a rainbow, it was done for me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hung on my boots when I saw that happen.
Damn.
And like, is it really like coming back now that we're seeing like the disappearance or the, kind of the downfall of like the three best players of this past generation, Messi, CR, and Neymar?
Oh, I'm not saying that it's coming back like right now.
Crazy to
I'm
throw
saying,
Neymar in there.
slowly.
Yeah.
Chill, no.
Am I wrong?
You could have just like kept it and let it go.
But anyways, I got a cheeky little question for you lot here. So what are the three most important factors that determine whether a player is world class?
I'll see. It kind of leads on to the question.
I got one right now. Being two-footed.
Oof,
Because
that's a.
I'm
good
sorry,
one.
and every time I watch this player play, like I hate watching him play.
Mudryk?
No. I get why people say he's a good player. Obviously, he plays for a great team. He
this a
gets a
current-
lot of minutes. He's a young talent. But every time I watch Kamavinga play, like I'm disgusted.
No, you can't.
Oh my
man.
gosh,
It's a
I've
random
never
story.
seen a guy like so one-footed.
Robin.
He receives the ball. He never even receives the ball on his right foot. At least from every time I've watched him play. Never receives, never touches with his right foot. Like it's like he contorts his body just to use his left foot. And I hate watching him play.
It's a random story.
No, I know. Maybe I'm only strictly watching Kamavinga, like because the first time I saw that I'm like, wait a minute. And then now every time I watch Real Madrid, I see it, and I'm like, he never uses his right foot.
So was Robin world class then?
Yeah,
There's exceptions to the rule.
yeah.
I think
There's exceptions
he's 100%
because like that Robin was doing that at a high level, and that was getting him goals. That was getting like he was the star player, right? But another thing, obviously, I think fitness to be world class, and I think
I have a good one.
you gotta have some kind of like presence.
Aura?
Yeah, not necessarily aura, but like
Like social presence.
yeah, like mentality, like personality.
Yeah, because you could get like someone like Sancho at United who's going club. Okay, or we could just say some player that's going clubbing that doesn't really care too much about the game, that doesn't put his 100% into footy. But if players with like the right mentality, aka Cristiano Ronaldo, why do you think he's such a big influence in footy? His mentality and his work rates, his ability to stay fit every year, and he's still playing at 40 at top level. Well, maybe not top level, but for his age, that's pretty damn top level.
I think for me, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, of course, there's obviously different things that go into it. Consistency.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say right now, Foden is he's playing at a world class level. He's world class. He's so good. This is the first year we've seen him do this. If he keeps this level, then of course I can agree.
But this is the first time seeing him play those minutes.
He was playing these. Oh wait, this is his first season for Man City.
And not for anything, he was getting these numbers last season.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yeah, he was. No. He was at where he is now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe GA. I think I saw his GA was like 15, 17. I think he got like 13 GA last season. Where obviously he still has like 10 whatever games left in the season to go increase that. But compared to the minutes he was playing last year, right? Obviously, Mars was there.
Someone else's fault but his.
No, but there obviously were players. There were players in front of him.
Because they were what?
There's still
Better.
Mars there.
Yeah, but now that he's seeing minutes, you can obviously tell if
Better, yeah. He's at a good peak right now. But people were saying, oh, he's world class. I need to see more consistency with him, then I can judge him more. But consistency for me is, look at Messi, look at Ronaldo, look at those players. They were just consistent every year, scoring those high numbers. So for me, consistency is a big thing. Obviously, you can say this player's consistent. Like, I don't know. I'm just putting a head on the name.
Jude Bellingham.
No, like I'm just saying, like Koke is a consistent. I'm just giving you an example. Koke is a consistent player. He plays a lot of minutes, but that's not what I mean. You know what I mean? The consistency at a high level. That's a huge thing for me.
Mine is intelligence. There's not one player that doesn't have a high IQ that isn't world class. Every world class player is 1 to 2, maybe 3 steps ahead of every other player, and you could see it on the pitch.
That's true.
Like if you just watch like some of the greats from before, like midfielders, Xavi, Iniesta, Pirlo, like any of those guys, they're in the right spot before the play's even there. And they're the one creating everything, going bang, 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 bang. They don't have to look at the pass and they can make the pass. If you have intelligence, I don't think anyone here can name a player that doesn't have a high IQ that is world class.
Yeah. Bussy was a good example of that.
Oh, super high IQ.
Another one is effortless. So performing, like you look at them, like dude, like I just did that with like not even trying. Like same thing.
Makes it look easy.
So
That's goofy,
Busquets in the midfield. Obviously even some defenders, just tackling the ball, receiving, getting balls back from players, attackers beating their players 1v1s, goal scorers, scoring goals like effortlessly. I think effortless shows like the quality of player, because some people you see it like they would never be able to get to those moments, and again even when they do achieve those moments, it's like, okay, this guy definitely had to struggle to get there or do this to that, but effortless movements or ability from a player shows they're world class.
Actually, I have another one. The player that is able to master one thing. Prime example, we could go with Van Persie. He's a player that couldn't dribble that well. He's a player that was all right at passing, but when it came to finishing, he literally finished everything. Both feet, heading, literally everything. So maybe he didn't have that ability to do everything else, but as a pure striker, he's one of the best of all time because of his finishing ability. Or we could even go Robin. He couldn't do anything besides going to the left side and shoot, but he made it look so easy that the defender didn't know when he was going to do it.
I fear not the man that's practiced 1,000 kicks once. I fear the man that's practiced one kick 1,000 times.
Yep.
Boom.
Well, for me, I'd say one of my most important factors has to be the ability to stay injury free.
Yeah.
As everyone says, availability is the best ability. And if you could stay injury free, you could be consistent throughout your career. Also, decision making, very, very important. If a player doesn't know how to make the right decision, they're probably not going to be a good player. If a player doesn't have pausa, especially a midfielder, slowing down the play, knowing when to play the ball backwards, knowing when to go forwards, probably not the best player either, right? So for me, that's my two.
Examples
Big
are
two
like
for me.
Cruz, the way he's able to slow the ball down
Yeah.
to his tempo.
What you got?
Yes, that Xavi, bro. James, what do you got?
Yeah, I think mine's kind of similar to Spatty. I think IQ, is probably the most important. But I mean, even for like an additional reason that Spatty didn't mention is like as a player, we talk about consistency, playing at a high level, world-class level for a long period of time nowadays can also mean playing multiple positions throughout your career, right? You're talking about a winger who maybe ends up drifting more inside. You're seeing wingers now who are playing almost as an 8. You can't do that unless you have a high IQ that allows you to understand how to play multiple positions on the field. So I think nowadays you need to have that high IQ to understand not only your position, but to also understand how your teammates are playing. Because if you understand how they're playing, you can make better decisions for your own game, but then also go and play their position kind of later on in your career and be more flexible. And I think now we're seeing that a lot, right? With, a lot of gaffers having, multiple formations and, players having different responsibilities, playing inverted, playing, touchline winger. If you're a player that's able to do both, it's most likely because you have a high IQ. It's easy if you have the speed to kick and run, but it's not easy to be able to do it all, right? To be able to kind of create, to be able to drift inside, to be able to control the game, right? So I think that's a very underrated thing, and I think you need to have that IQ to be world class.
So to be able to thrive in every tactic, formation.
Yeah. To basically...
What you're saying is I'm world class?
Shut up.
What?
Is that that?
Bro, I'm a proponent of the make Kamavinga a permanent left back.
Yeah.
Better in the midfield.
I don't get it with him. I don't know.
Gotta watch him more, bro. You can watch him enough.
I don't get it. I don't know.
He just doesn't like that he's too
So
far.
you're saying he's the worst midfielder that Madrid has?
No, like
Midfielder?
no. Clearly he's doing something right, I guess, but I don't get it. From only from what I've seen.
It's because he's left-footed.
No, it's not just because he's left-footed.
It's left-footed. People never know how to use their right most of the time.
I'm left-footed.
Like you have Salah, not the right foot, not that great. Robin, left foot.
You got
Okay,
Jay.
but
Jay, left foot, right foot,
like
not
maybe
that
I'm like Kamavinga. I don't know. But that's why I play left back. I can't use my other
great. Used
foot.
to be mid.
Like maybe now I see why Ancelotti's sticking in my left back. Maybe he sees the vision, I guess.
Or maybe Mendy and Fran Garcia aren't that good.
Yeah.
So you got to put a midfielder left.
That's
back?
why they're getting Davies.
Does Davies have a right foot?
Nope,
Yeah, he does.
He's a left back though.
not crazy. Like it's just
Like I'm not, like if you're not two-footed as a central midfielder,
I think
it's
if
a
you're
problem.
Not, if you're not two-footed to an extent as a footballer in general,
Yeah, especially as a center mid though.
yeah,
especially in
that's
center
what-
mid, but in general, man, you should be able to have both feet.
Maybe, yeah, center mid.
Well,
I'll say center mid or striker.
If you're
you
good
need to
enough with 1 foot and 1 foot only, then I think you can make an
There,
exception. If you're
there's
exceptional
gonna
at that.
come there's gonna come times in a game where your left is not gonna be able to be used, and you have to use your right.
That's why you Trivela, bro.
No, dude.
As Di Maria.
Oh, winger, not a central midfielder.
Modric
there's
likes,
gonna be times.
Trivela.
Yeah, but he's just talented.
No, I mean being one-footed.
Fair.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got another cheeky one. Which team is more likely to win this knockout tie? An 11 of physically weak, small players with supreme technical ability, or an 11 of physically imposing giants with zero technical ability?
Oh, that's easy.
It's easy.
The one with the ability.
Why?
The small weak, because it's like putting a bunch of, let's say, 10-year-olds against a bunch of or grade sixes that all know how to are all top level footy players against a bunch of grade eights that have never touched the ball in their life. Who's gonna win? The grade sixes.
Terrible
know,
analogy.
That's terrible, dude. They're all professional
It's like
footballers.
20 Messis versus
not.
like
You just said that don't know how to play.
I said zero technical ability. That's
It's
me.
like-
Don't know how to
Bro,
play.
hey, I'm a professional.
I didn't know you're talking.
They're all
about
professionals.
It's like a full team of Messis and a full team of like Koulibalys.
No, Messi's not weak though. Koulibaly has a lot of technical ability. It's not Koulibaly.
It's not they don't have any technical ability. It's like they don't have a lot of technical ability. It's like for example, when you're watching a game of, let's say, Man City facing a team that's like fourth tier in English football. Those guys obviously have some type of technical ability, but when you're comparing that to City, it's not the same type of technical ability you're talking about. So most likely you're going to have a game where one team's attacking, and the other team's just defending and parking the bus.
It was like kind of like Brazil versus Croatia, where
What do you mean by that?
Brazil's all technical ability. Croatia's has a couple of technical ability here and there, but for the most part, not too technical.
Well, where it mattered most, Croatia had more technical ability, and that was in the
mid.
midfield.
Yeah.
Nah, I would say if that's like Brazil versus like a Central American nation, like
Ooh.
maybe a Costa Rica.
Like a Honduras.
Yeah, Honduras. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
Or like a
right,
Bolivia.
right there, then Brazil win.
I don't
fair.
I don't know. The thing is, in a knockout tie, I think it's, to be honest, like I think it's like 70-30. 70-30, the technical side goes through, but there's always that 30% where that team is able to bend, not break. They're able to clear every ball out of the box, get that one counter, get that one set piece, nick that goal, and then go
Yeah,
through.
'cause,
Dude,
like-
you see it all the time in the cup. At the end of the day, like if you're looking at cup fixtures, it's not always the best team that's making it through. Right?
Yeah. Who you playing through? 11 Milners or 11 Neymars?
Honestly, like 70-30. 70% of the time it'll be Neymar, but 30% of the time it'll be Milner. It will. It's just how it works. Like it's just football. At the end of the day, like
set pieces.
set pieces, those things are a part of the game. And if a team knows how to do that well, they can go and beat a team that they shouldn't be beating. If it wasn't the case, then you'd never see upsets. Right?
United Liverpool.
Right?
I think it could be a toss up, to be honest, because like looking at it like in real life and like what I've seen, for example, like I've seen a team of like 40-year-old overweight Latino men beat a team of like 19-year-old fit guys who are just
That's
running
true.
all game.
Yeah, but some of those 40-year-old Latino men are like ballers.
Is that what you're saying? They have technical ability, the 40-year-olds? Felipe.
Small technical ability, but
Yeah.
no pace, no power, right?
They can't do it in finals though. Sometimes.
All right, bro.
That's a good question.
I'll end it off with one more. Which fullback would you prefer? One who is very hard to dribble past but lacks the ability to recover, so recovery pace, or one who's very easy to dribble past but recovers every time very quickly?
So is this someone I want on my team? Like I would rather have on my team
Yeah.
or someone I'm facing? Like, am I one,
No, you gotta have
on
Tekk
your
on your
team.
team. So like the first one you said, it kind of reminds me of Wan-Bissaka. Not too good at going forward, but defensively is great. What was the second one that you said? Explain the second one again.
So one who's very easy to dribble past, but recovers every time very quickly.
So
that's
None of his question involves attacking.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
No, it's which fullback
Oh,
would
again,
you
dribble
prefer?
pass. Again, dribble pass. Yeah.
So that one is like Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
very
Not
good
the
at
other
dribbling, but he recovers.
What?
Like someone could go by him, but he's gonna recover that afterwards.
Yeah.
He's gonna get that slide tackle.
Defending, not dribbling.
Or someone who's techy but can't recover. So who would be like that?
Maybe Trent.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the question.
Okay, you guys are both Matthews,
explain it
please.
again.
These,
Very hard to
He
dribble.
explained it pretty clearly.
yeah, it just these two don't listen.
So one who's very hard to dribble, but lacks the ability to recover.
Okay.
So one is a good defender, but if they're beat,
Yes.
then they're slow,
Yeah.
and the other one is easy to beat but can recover faster.
Yeah, so it's like,
They both have their ups and downs, but I would rather have the guy who doesn't recover well, who is like that.
so give us an example.
It's difficult nowadays because I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of times those players are very rarely they're fullbacks nowadays. A lot of times, like maybe you have like center backs that are like that, but
Carvajal,
Yeah, fair.
not
Maybe
that
like-
quick, but he's a solid right back still.
yeah.
And then like Wan-Bissaka would be the other one.
Carvajal.
But again, it's kind of hard. Like you can't really say Wan-Bissaka doesn't really. Again, he's not the strongest defender, but he will recover that ball pretty well if he's beat.
There's also someone like Alphonso Davies. I'm thinking with recovery speed.
But for those specific moments, you don't really see them getting beat. It's kind of like where the player goes through and he has to kind of recover because the other defender gets beat.
Yeah. But
So
like,
they will recover for other defenders who are lack that ability.
Yeah, but like for my team, like even for those scenarios, he'll be helpful in the back, like we're just recovering with that speed.
yeah.
I might take the one that has a better recovery time.
I agree, to be honest. 'Cause, like even like going forward, like they have the ability to get forward. Let's say there's a counterattack. That player could get back quick
Yeah.
to hopefully recover the ball back, right?
Yeah, I would say the second one as well. More fun, more entertaining. Realistically, I don't like slow players.
And this is how football died.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And this is when football died.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to have like the strong fullbacks that literally couldn't beat ever. And now yeah, it actually is. It's kind of like what the fullback now and the fullback back then.
Well, now fullbacks are just wingers that got demoted.
Yeah,
that
but-
couldn't score.
But I think we could agree like the wing back position has like thrived recently. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're not born fullbacks.
Yeah.
Like, they're naturally attackers, so it's more fun. It's more entertaining.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have more technical ability.
Yeah, I would take the second one. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Everyone answer?
Pretty much.
I saw. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw someone say something like that. Like, fullbacks are just wingers who couldn't score or attack, or like basically score. Wingers are strikers or attackers who just couldn't score. Sorry. Wingbacks were like wingers, but just couldn't like do something attacking wise.
Okay.
And then wingers are like attackers, but they couldn't score. And then defenders are midfielders that couldn't
Pass.
don't have tech. Yeah, tech or something like that. I saw that somewhere.
So what are goalies?
Defenders that couldn't defend.
Goalies are strikers who couldn't do anything.
The tallest guy on the team at one point.
Goalies are usually. I hear the stories of goalies that I used to be a striker.
Yeah.
That's what you always hear back then.
Buffon. I think Neuer was too. Actually.
Everyone, yeah. I started off as a striker.
I swear R9 used to be a keeper at one point.
Come on.
Buffon was actually a striker like before, like when he became professional, and then he turned into a goalie.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't play striker.
in the academy days. Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
yeah, probably if he was a striker.
No, he can't play striker.
Why not?
He's slow.
Because he's old.
Okay, now.
How would you know?
He probably Buffon
he
was
was
fast.
he was never a pacey keeper.
Yeah, I was probably
But
Buffon
who's a
fast.
pacey keeper?
Yeah, who do you think would be a pacey keeper? Who do you think's the fastest keeper? Off the line.
Maybe like
off
a
the line.
Pickford.
Well, like a
No.
Neuer.
No,
Not-
Neuer's already off his line.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fast.
Maybe
He's just always off his line already.
Ochoa. Maybe
I feel like Pickford has pace.
Yeah.
Because he's
Pickford just
smaller.
has Bunda, man. He can't run.
That's where it comes from. That's where the pace
Nah,
comes from. That's why I'm
guys,
fast.
where the
people,
kicking power
they,
comes
like,
from.
he doesn't got pace. He just has the ability to like tear ACLs.
I think Ederson's fast.
Ederson?
Nah, he's always getting beat.
That's true.
Yeah, low key.
Ederson's always getting beat.
It's gonna be like a Latino goal.
How about Magnon?
Mike Magnan.
That guy, I've never seen an injury-prone keeper before.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Five.
Yeah.
That guy's value must have like declined by 10, like
Yeah. I know.
10x.
Milan and their goalies, man.
Is that most of the questions for today?
Yeah, I think we got that off.
I want to just quickly go over the FA Cup.
No.
Coventry going into the semis after beating Wolves 3-2 in 2 late goals to win it all. And it was extra time, right?
I believe
In
so.
extra time.
Yeah.
Leicester City lost against City, I'm pretty sure. Or Chelsea.
4-2.
4-2.
By Dasasi.
That was a crazy
That was a
goal,
crazy
man.
goal.
Oh my,
My
god.
boy.
Like almost
My
from his
boy.
half.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
My boy, man.
City beat... Who did they beat?
I don't remember.
City. Who did City beat?
Wait, is City still in it?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, it'd be Newcastle.
2-0.
And last but not least, Man United against Liverpool.
That was a crazy game.
Crazy game, man. We all saw it.
Ahmad.
Did you when Anthony came on? Okay, I guess this game's over. And then he pulled that goal out of his ass.
First good game.
Right footer, too. Saves the day. Goes into extra time. They end up going up, and yeah,
Marcus Rash tied it.
not an extra time. Was it an extra
I
time?
think so,
It
yeah.
was, yeah.
So there was 4 goals in extra time. No, 3 goals in extra time.
3, yeah.
Because they scored first. Then
Rashford could have ended the game in regular time.
Yeah.
This guy just
Yeah.
couldn't.
he could have had like 3 goals. Same way Amad Diallo finished his one shot.
What a goal.
Not Jude. Fuck. Rashford had 3 opportunities in a better position,
Yeah.
better positioned to finish that goal with no defensive
That's
player in
good
front of
foot,
him.
too.
And Ahmad was able to finish that with a player in front of him in the back corner. And in any other direction and by a centimeter, goalie touches it or it hits the post.
Yeah. No, he's a baller. He's been a baller, but the only thing is he needs game time.
JP's favorite player, bro.
Yeah, literally.
He needs game time, but I don't see a player like him at his level and his like quality. His level and his like just style as a United player. I've never seen a player like that of like his ability
Like
and his size
or
and his size.
Oh, too small for you?
I don't know. Where do you play him?
He's a winger. He has to play on the wing, but you have Rashford.
But who?
that's
But
scoring,
give me a player that's been like that and is like as a winger. He's not a winger. He's more like an internal, like inside winger,
Yeah, he likes to dribble.
left forward, right forward. Like he's not playing off the
I
line.
don't know if he's this talented though. Would you get rid of him?
Of course not. But dude, it's hard for him to see minutes.
think
That's
he
the
should
thing.
leave.
Because we see him go on loan to Sunderland, and he got their player of the year.
Yeah, player of the year, I swear there.
So we know he's talented.
I think
For sure.
Yeah, maybe just a
He's
different
destroyed.
system, right?
But he just that's what I'm saying. I just don't see a player at his level like play that football. Maybe at a City where they play a little more inside wingers. Doku plays on the line. Foden plays a little bit more inside. United, they play with like wingers.
Yeah.
They don't have a position for him like that.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with him. Honestly, I think you have to sell him.
Send him
They're-
to Juve.
You're just gonna. No, I don't want him. They're just gonna ruin his career. Realistically, he's probably gonna have to find like a mid-table team somewhere. Maybe like League. I think Liga he'd be perfect in. Yeah, he'd be perfect Liga. Small pace, techie. That's like a perfect
Basic
league
power.
for his career to really take off. Something to like a Marseille or something.
It's hard, man. Especially finding a position that he can fill for teams. It's hard because, again, in the second division, you're looking for wingers. Some of these Premier League teams, unless you have like those players who can really play in that style, like Pep style, you're playing with wingers. You're not playing with Spanish league, maybe
Serie A.
Serie A, Bundesliga, where it's a little bit more possession based. Kind of play out. He can kind of like just float. It's hard to really play as a winger, and he's not a winger.
Yeah, well, he kind of learned because he came from Atalanta. Kind of learned their system, which is pretty inverted.
Yeah,
But
and
he
they,
wasn't- but he
they
wasn't-
play with 2 players in the
Right
half
forward,
space.
left
They
forward.
play, yeah. So I think, like, honestly, like, low key, I could see him, maybe even doing a cheeky job at Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, because I know Xabi Alonso, lives and dies by that, 2 players in the half space, right? So if they're looking for depth next season, he could be a cheeky player, like very similar to the player they have right now, Adli. Similar build, pace, smaller guy, not quite a winger, but
He fills
thrives in
spot
that kind
right
of half
above the
space.
18 next to this half
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah.
before the 18, like that's the his spot.
And dude, like not for anything, but that position is going to become more and more prominent in football now. You're going to see every team starting to play with it now. Pep already plays with it. Arteta already plays with it to an extent. Xabi Alonso is already playing with it now. I think you're going to see more and more gaffers implementing it. I know Nagelsmann as well mentioned today in a press conference that Germany is building off of that. 2 players in the half space as like 10s, and then he's like everyone else can recover for them.
So like a 4-3-2-1.
Like a 3-4-2-1 essentially.
3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you have your
3-4-2-1. You have your fullbacks, you have your 2 players playing behind the striker. And I think a lot more teams are going to be playing that now, and not for anything, but I think we're going to start seeing that resurgence of a number 10 style player again.
Last time, the double 10, whatever.
The double 10, 9.5, whatever you're going to call it. You're going to have those 2 guys creating, and then your midfielders are going to be more workhorses just kind of covering for them.
And this is going to bring football back to where we want it to be.
Football's back, baby.
The number 10 is so important. This is the most important role in footy. To have footy at the top level, the 10 has to be back, and we're going to have 2.
There will be balance.
Yes, 10's back.
There will be balance to
Let's
the
go.
sport.
But my boy got a red card because he took his jersey off.
But you know what? We saw one of the best English players like of all time pretty much play since like who knows when, Mason Mount. What a player.
Shut up.
That's crazy. Shout out Mason.
But we're facing Coventry.
Yeah. that
So
should
you
be
think you guys can beat Coventry?
I hope so.
Manchester.
Imagine you guys lose to Liverpool and I'll beat Liverpool and then lose to Coventry.
I'd hope
That'd be
so. Well, Liverpool too. They lost their quadruple. They could have gone.
They were gonna win.
Bro, I'm telling you, United are going to win the whole thing, and then next thing you know, Eric Ten Hag contract extension. And you guys are stuck with him.
I think even in our recent reel that we posted about the FA Cup recap, I think more people voted like United
Yeah.
to win the whole thing.
For United.
City's still in there, man.
I know for sure, but
anybody
They're
forgetting?
facing Chelsea though. Chelsea are pesky.
Okay, either way, like those are both. Chelsea's been playing better.
They have been.
33 votes, 50 for United, 32 for City.
Damn.
Some man's put Coventry
But
and Chelsea.
maybe
Thanks for voting, everybody.
yes, facts. Maybe City doesn't play the strongest lineups in these matches, but it's FA Cup. Like, it's a pretty big cup.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I could see City not winning. Maybe, but
No, they will. They will.
I know.
They'll put their best team out there.
No, I know, but
Maybe.
But again, I think we're in the opposite brackets. Let me double check.
yeah, you guys.
So we can face each other in the finals.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's done. Semifinals now.
Semifinals. Is
No, that's what I'm saying. We can face each other in the finals.
Yeah, because you're not
Oh
playing
yeah,
them
yeah.
now.
There's only 4 teams left. Yeah.
There's only 4 teams left.
Yeah, what am I saying?
yes, you're not facing them.
No, I was agreeing.
Is
with
a redraw? 2 teams. Yeah, so
you. I was
stupid.
agreeing with you. Too. That seems nice.
No ball knowledge.
All right.
Shut up. Pedri first.
All right. I guess we'll end it off there.
And one more thing. Joao Felix scores on his team again. Did you guys see the video where his plaque is outside the stadium and there's just garbage all over it?
Garbage on it.
yeah?
They threw his plaque out.
Like there's a plaque outside the Met.
All the players?
in the States, they have the stars.
Yeah.
They have a plaque of Joao Felix, and people are just throwing their garbage on top
Actually?
of it. Yeah.
That's
Bro,
insane.
Felix loves scoring against his ops, bro. Scored against Atleti the first game, scores against Porto, bro. Like,
got Barca!
No, his team was Benfica.
yeah, but he scored against Porto.
His ops.
Oh yeah.
So is he staying at Barca or what?
They can't afford him.
Can't go back to Atletico.
That's what I'm saying. You can't go back, but you can't afford him either.
Nah. If anything, they keep the other Joao. They keep Cancelo.
They keep Cancelo.
Nah,
Ansu Fati goes
I don't
back.
think you need
Xavi moves to
Cancelo, dude.
Barcelona, and
Who-
we see a resurgence of young Spanish talent at Barcelona.
Prayers for Cancelo.
Why?
He's dealing with a family matter.
Yeah, that's why he missed out.
Yeah. Prayers.
All right. I guess now we'll end it off. Anyway.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna actually say one more thing.
How did Juve do, man?
Juve stinks.
we knew that
Back
though.
in the gutter, but
Okay, end it off.
all right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't want to think
thanks.
about Juve anymore.
Thanks for watching this whole time of Dave just pretending that
He knows
I
ball.
won't say anything.
Go for it.
Anyway, like, subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend about this podcast. How about that?
Hey, don't forget to show love to the audio listeners as well.
And the audio
There's-
listeners, hey.
There's a lot of them.
Shout out you guys. You
Give
guys
us some
are real.
ASMR for the audio listeners.
Hey, you know what? You don't have to look at us, so that might be even better.
Probably the best. Yeah.
Especially Spatty. He looks ugly as hell right now.
Yeah, coming from the Nike athlete wearing Adidas. Like
Damn.
Adidas people, hopefully you're watching. You're not
This
watching.
is fashion.
But yeah.
Final
Anyway.
salute to Pedri, to Yamal and Fenamine.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you scored, I was standing up saluting with you guys. All I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Fermin's on fire right now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Imagine they both come injured back from an international break.
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
And the center back
shout out Pau Kubarsi, man. What a player.
Yeah, honestly, he's probably your best talent.
What a talent, bro.
Yamal, Ubartsi, Fermin. You know who we are.
Stay healthy.
We culture, man.
Good culture, boys.
And with that, we out.
Chow Ming.
See ya.
Joe.
Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya.
Vamos culeros.